The funeral already exists, your funeral has already happened. It isn't waiting for you in the distant future. It is existing right now. You simply haven't reached that coordinates yet. This idea isn't a superstition or a dark poem. It is the standard answer of modern theoretical physics. Albert Einstein believed it. His mentor, Hermann Minkowski, believed it too. Minkowski famously proposed that the universe is not a flowing river of time, but a block universe. Imagine a giant, frozen block of ice where every moment, past, present, and future, exists simultaneously. In this model, the moment you were born has never disappeared, and the moment you die has already been carved into the fabric of reality. You aren't actually living in the way you think. You are merely replaying a story. Think of it like a film reel. Every single frame on that strip of film is static, unchanging, and permanent. Your consciousness is the projector's light, scanning one frame at a time, creating the persistent illusion that time is flowing. You believe you are making choices, but those choices were printed on the film 13.8 billion years ago. You believe you are walking toward the future, but the future is already there, waiting for you. It doesn't change because it has already happened. The brain's deception, but if time doesn't exist, why does it feel so real? Why does yesterday feel like a memory, and today feel like a physical reality? The answer lies within the complex architecture of your brain. In 2007, neuroscientist David Eagleman conducted a terrifying experiment. He had volunteers drop in a free fall from a 150-foot tower. As adrenaline surged and their hearts pounded, they were convinced they were about to die. During the fall, they were asked to look at a special watch on their wrists. The numbers on the watch flashed so fast that under normal conditions, the human eye cannot perceive them. However, every participant later claimed that during the fall, time slowed down so much that they could clearly see the numbers. But the data showed the opposite. They didn't actually see the numbers. Their brains didn't perceive more information. They just wrote the memory with much higher density. Time didn't slow down, the brain lied. Your brain is doing this every second. It delays external information, cuts it, reorganizes it, and then presents it to you as the present. In reality, what you experience as now actually happened about half a second ago. Your reality is a post-edited movie, and your neurons are the editors. You think you are the audience, but you are living in a reconstructed past. The physics of timelessness, if the brain is the director, what does the fundamental code of the universe say? In 1967, two legendary physicists, John Wheeler, the man who coined the term black hole, and Bryce DeWitt, wrote down a revolutionary equation. They were trying to unify general relativity with quantum mechanics, but their equation had a shocking flaw. The variable for time was completely missing. This wasn't an error. It was physics telling us that at the deepest layer of the universe, there is no such thing as time. Time is not a fundamental building block of reality. It is an emergent property, much like temperature. A single molecule does not have a temperature. Temperature only emerges when billions of molecules collide and interact. Time works the same way. A single quantum event has no before or after. It is only when countless quantum events overlap that your brain interprets the sequence as time. Physicist Julian Barber spent 45 years studying this. In his book, The End of Time, he argues that the universe is not a movie, but a collection of nows. Countless snapshots existing like independent photographs. None of them come before or after another. The flow you feel is just your consciousness jumping between these snapshots, like flipping through a comic book so fast that the characters appear to move, even though the drawings on the paper have never shifted. The arrow of time and the mystery of order, this leads to a shattering question. If time doesn't exist, why can we remember the past but not the future? You know what you ate yesterday, but you have no memory of what you will eat tomorrow. This suggests that time has a direction, what Sir Arthur Eddington called the arrow of time. In 1927, Eddington argued that the direction of time comes from entropy, the transition from order to chaos. You drop a glass, and it shatters into pieces. The pieces will never spontaneously jump back together to form a glass. That is the arrow of time. But here is the problem. If the universe has existed for 13.8 billion years, why isn't it completely chaotic yet? Mathematically, the universe should have become a lukewarm soup of randomness a long time ago. Yet, stars are still burning, and life is still evolving. This proves that at the moment of the Big Bang, the universe was in a state of impossibly high order. It's as if someone arranged a deck of cards in perfect numerical order and then told us to start shuffling. Who arranged the cards? And why was the starting state so neat? Physics calls this the low-entropy past problem, and to this day, we have no answer. The illusion of free will if the future already exists. Does your free will mean anything? In 1983, Benjamin Libet performed a landmark experiment. He asked volunteers to flick their wrists whenever they felt like it, while he recorded their brain activity. The results were disturbing. About 350 milliseconds before the volunteer was even conscious of wanting to move, their brain had already begun preparing for the action. The decision you thought was yours was actually made by your brain before you even knew it. You are not the driver of the car. You are a passenger in the front seat watching the steering wheel turn by itself, under the illusion that you are in control. In 2008, the Max Planck Institute took this further. Using advanced brain scans, they found they could predict a person's choice up to 7 seconds before the person even made it. 7 seconds. That is long enough to listen to half a chorus of a song. For 7 seconds, your brain has already decided, while you believe you are still weighing your options. The cruel but beautiful gift if time is an illusion, if choice is a phantom, then who are you? You look in the mirror and see a continuous person from birth to now. But physics tells you that continuity is a myth. You are a series of static slices, stitched together by a brain that loves to tell stories. But perhaps this is the most beautiful gift the universe could give us. Because time doesn't exist, it can never be taken away. The moment you were born is still there. The moment your heart first skipped a beat for someone you loved is still there. The people you have lost have never actually left the space-time coordinates of your life. In the block universe, there is no delete key. Every hug, every laugh, and every tear is etched into the structure of the cosmos, harder than diamond and faster than light. As Carlo Rovelli said, the world is not made of things, but of events. A dance can exist without music. We have just grown used to moving to the beat. The next time you feel that time is moving too fast or too slow, remember, time isn't changing. You are. And this moment, right now, will never disappear. It is waiting in the silent, eternal architecture of the universe, for the needle of your consciousness to sweep over it once again.